Alright, so today's video is going to be a little different. I'm going to be breaking down what a support #1 champion player and a fragging #1 champion player look like, and stuff that they're doing that you are not doing. So hopefully you guys do enjoy this video. Be sure to leave a like, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe. We're on the grind to 40k, but let's get into today's video. Alright, so don't mind my hair. I just got a shower. I know it's still wet, okay? But what I want to look at is 5 things from a #1 champion who's a support player, right? 5 things from a #1 champion who is a much more, fragging type player. I want to break down everything and just show it to you. So it's essentially going to be like a reaction video, and I'm going to break down the video from each person and give you a tip that I think that they're doing that you are not doing, or that you need to be doing better. So the first person we're going to start off with is going to be Cheese Pie. Cheese Pie is a amazing PS5 player, controller player. Both these players are controller. He has been #1 champion before, and in my eyes, I think he is the best support player by far on console, no matter what. Best support player. I don't think anyone beats him. So, right, let's just watch this for a second. He's on castle. Okay. But in between each clip, I'm going to break it down and just talk about it. Bro, he's an insane castle player. Like, he is absolutely one of the best castle players, or support players overall. Good positioning. Okay. I want to break down this one thing that he's doing that I think you should be doing better. Alright, so there's a couple things that I want to look at just in this one clip. We're going to watch more clips from him, but the first thing I want to talk about is watch how he plays, right? He's a support player, so what does a support player do? They are normally going to play in sight. Watch how he does this, though. He plays off of the positioning that he has from the stuff around the site. People always ask him about positioning, and this is a prime example of it. He's not sitting on the bedroom. He's not sitting in the open. He's literally holding this angle, right? He has a bomb chassis to his right. He has a weight rack in front of him with a shotgun hole or a punch hole in front of him to be able to watch into construction. This is amazing positioning, and this is what a lot of people need to work on when it comes to improving, is positioning. Look around the map, look around the site, look where you are in general, and look at ways you can block yourself from other views and kind of, like, single your way out. He's completely blocked from the window at this moment, like, at least to where he won't be shot at. And now he's using the single wall to help him, and now he goes back into the spot, moves, goes back over here, and then holds a nice tight angle and gets a kill. Solid. So the first tip is use your positioning. Use stuff around the site to help you take gunfights, especially if you're a support player. Look at this. Another clip of him on support. He's playing Frost this time. He's a dirty Frost. I've reacted to him in the past. She's probably so good. Good angles. Good little quick peeks. How's he go about this? This is a 1v2. I mean, imagine he wins this if he's... Okay, solid. Alright, now this is the one thing that I want to point out, that I think that not only support players, but also any players you can do. So this is just an extra tip that I'm going to put in here. But this is quick peeking before you come around a corner, okay? This is going to be to bait a shot out to see if someone is in a certain spot. You might quick peek and then move back. You don't just want to walk out and wide swing everything. I mean, yes, you should wide swing for the most part, but watch this. To contest a window, he's quickly, like look at the little strafes he does. This is very, very important when you're taking any gunfight, when you're peeking any door. Like, strafes, then pre-fires it, strafes back, pre-fires it again. If you're coming around a doorway, if you think someone's in a certain area, kind of like strafe real quick and just try and bait out a shot. A lot of times people have like a very quick to shoot reaction. So they're going to start pre-firing you, and it's going to alarm you to let you know, okay, someone's in this room, let me get ready to shoot them. Instead of just, like, swinging that and walking out and just shooting it, like, for example, if he were just walked in the corner and pre-fired that corner, his whole body is exposed. But if he can bait out a shot, it will help him a lot. And this works out for fraggers or support players. Alright, now let's watch this next clip. Watch the next clip of him. This is a nice scope on Legion. I actually would love to try the scope out. Okay. They're trying to nade him from below. He's just slamming these kids, though. Oh my god. This scope looks sick, though. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna try to scope out next time I use Legion. Okay. That's good time management. Oh, damn. He got the plant down?
Oh my god.
Let's go. Man, just smoked them. Alright. Let me break this down. Something I did notice while I was watching this. Alright, so there's 2 things that I noticed from this clip that I think will help a lot. I'll throw in an extra tip there. It is, 1, listening to communication. As a support player, you're going to be in sight. There's going to be the roamers who are going to die, and they're going to be the ones on cams. Your main goal as support player is you need to understand how to actually listen to comms, right? Like, being able to understand a comm, being able to listen to comms, being able to play off of comms. Like, one on window, one on garage, one on here. Listening to this. This is another huge thing, too. Right here, watch. As a support player, you're going to be the one inside, right? So you're going to be most likely the last alive. There's going to be a lot of situations where you're going to be like a 1v2, you're going to get a kill, for example, and the defuse might be on the opposite side of the map, and then you need to have that reaction or that, you know, game sense to start to play time management. You're going to notice here how he has 4 seconds on the clock, and he goes and runs instead of trying to take the gunfight. Now, in this situation, he is left at 0-0, and he has to go push this kid, but he also gets the comms from his teammates, like I said. His teammates are calling out comms. As a support player, you need to kind of start to understand more comms, because as a roamer, you're not going to really get many comms. And the support player goes on cameras, or someone in sight goes on cameras for you, you're not going to be the one listening to many comms. Whereas as a someone sitting in sight, for example, like an anchor support player, they're going to be the ones listening to comms from people who are dead, from the people on cams, all that. So you need to start to like trying to understand more comms, whether that's learning callouts or just actually like processing the comms and not just like forgetting about them and ignoring them, even if it's your teammates. But with this time management, it then makes him have to plant wide in the open, and Cheese Pie can just get that kill so easily. So another thing you need to work on is playing your time management. It's very, very important. Look at the clock, play off of the clock. It's super, super important. Let's see, another castle clip. Okay. Cheese Pie's supplying all the castle clips out here. Bro, he's a wild castle player. He had a kill hung. Who did he kill here? I'm stupid, my bad. Let me see this. Oh, he shot, the mirror was open. Okay. I was so confused. It's like, who did he kill there? That's one kill for him, okay. How does he do this? Bro has a UMP 45 and is just like, he's just not caring. Bro would just take a gunfight. He just simply doesn't care who he's versing, bro. He just is ready to swing anyone. Alright. Another thing that I noticed that he does a lot, because I've reacted to Cheese Pie many times before, something that he does a lot, right, is he is not afraid to take a gunfight, no matter the gun he has. As a support player, you have to have that confidence, and I feel like a lot of support players don't, because, for example, they're on a UMP 45, so, I mean, generally speaking, a UMP 45 versus a Fink LMG, you know, you're not going to have the most amount of confidence, but you have to actually play like you do, okay? You need to actually, like, don't be afraid to take a gunfight. If, for example, you have a UMP 45, you need to be more focused on your crosshair placement than being more focused on, okay, I'm versing a Fink LMG, or I have a terrible gun. It's a one-shot headshot. If you focus more on crosshair placement, you do so much better. And that's what Cheese Pie does very well, is he's not afraid to take a gunfight no matter what operator, no matter what gun he's playing. Like, quite literally, look at this man. He's using a UMP 45, like, look, and he does not care. He's right. It doesn't matter. He's ready for the gunfight no matter what. Okay, so that's something that I think a lot of support players need to work on, is just the confidence issue, or to not be afraid to take a gunfight no matter the gun they have. Alright, now we are going to move on to Speedy. Speedy is he's been #1 champion. I'm sure you guys know who he is. Been #1 on Xbox, been #1 on PS5. He is, in my opinion, probably the best Xbox player. I mean, the best console player in general. I think he is one of the best fraggers out there. He's very, very good. I've reacted to him a bunch. I'm sure you guys have seen him before. But I want to focus on a couple things in his gameplay that I think makes him stand out so much as a player, that if other people, other fraggers started doing it, I think they would excel a lot more. So let's watch this clip. He just posted this, what, like 2 weeks ago, I think? I haven't read it. Damn, that man got slammed. Oh my god. Bro, did he just hit that guy from heaven window? Hold on, I know I'm supposed to break down the clip, but I've never seen this clip. That's a guy on heaven window. He just smoked that guy. I'm pretty sure that was on heaven window. Either that was on heaven window or that was on rotate. One or the other. Either way, he smoked that kid. Alright, something I want to break down that I instantly noticed from him, from watching his gameplay, that a lot of people don't do, is he is very, he moves a lot, okay? So, like, a big issue that I noticed in lower ranks is, for example, you'll be getting a kill, and then you'll stay very stationary. You'll hold the same angle. You're like, okay, I got a kill from this angle. I don't need to move. I'm going to do the same thing again. But it's like, when you play in higher elo, okay, even if you're at lower ranks, you might be like, oh, well, I don't need to worry about this. But no, if you do this, it will help you a lot. He is moving all the time. So even if the enemies give a call out and say, oh, he's on stage, oh, he's on minibar, he's already in the other room holding an angle on the door that guy's going to swing from. Like, if we go back and look at this, he didn't really stay still at all. Like, he got a kill in the guy's window, then he rotated up, killed the guy in cigar, swung a guy on stairs. Then, instead of sitting behind minibar, he then rotates and then goes and swings the guy that he's not even in a gunfight with already. The comms are going to be all messed up if you are always rotating, if you're always moving. If you're staying very stationary, it's just you're gonna get pre-fired, you're gonna get naded, you're gonna lose a gunfight. Now, it is good to hold certain spots. Like, for example, if you're playing inside Scar and you're on the little corner with a shield, you obviously want to hold it and hold control of it. But it's a difference here where he's just going crazy. You know what I mean? Let's see what else we're working with. Okay, he's on the Amaru. Okay, nice those shots. Oh my god, bro just shot a C4 out of the air. His sense is so smooth. It's actually crazy how comfortable he is on his sense. Oh my god, bro just smoked those kids. Alright, so one thing I noticed from this clip was, look at this little pre-fire does right here, right? He pre-fires a common spot, right? That's a very common spot for people to sit on the Sieqe table. I mean, usually there's not a zombie there, but there's usually people sitting on Sieqe table. So pre-firing is so important, and I think he even did it like earlier in this clip over here. Like, let's see, pre-firing this. He pre-fires a common spot. Pre-firing is so important, and it's something you're not going to only notice a #1 champion do, but you're going to notice a lot of higher ranks do in general. I pre-fire, everyone pre-fires who is at the higher rank, because you have to pre-fire certain angles, especially with the peeker's advantage, especially with how everything goes out. So, just, oh god, we almost went to this next clip. Make sure that you are pre-firing more. It is super important. I was watching this last clip. I didn't get to really watch it. Damn, that kid just got actually smoked. Let me turn the sound up a little bit. Oh my god, he's just face-checking this breach right now. Bro is smoking these kids. Bro just killed... Oh my god, what the SMG11 players, I said this so many times, they are built different. They have so much confidence, it's actually absurd. Alright, one thing to take note from this, that is huge, that I noticed from so many #1 champions that I've reacted to, is the aggression playstyle that they have. When you play aggressive, it throws people off guard so much, and that's why these #1 champions always have such high KDs. Especially like the fragging type, right? Because they're always in everyone's faces. They're always there to take the gunfight. They're always catching people off guard. This man has an SMG11. He's out of his mind, okay? I don't know what he's doing. But okay, he's face-checking a breach that just got opened up. And then he's holding this right here. Like, bro is actually out of his mind. But if you play more aggressive, have that confidence and don't be afraid. Like, if you play out of, you know, stuff that people expect, they won't expect you to be there. They won't pre-fire there. It's not common. So, they're not going to be ready for that. Like, once the breach opens up, I'm not sitting there looking at the breach before both H charges go down. I'm not. So, being completely honest, I would probably die here. Because my main goal is not to be staring at the breach once the millisecond of the top part comes up. Usually I'm watching like a doorway. But because of how aggressive he plays, he gets kills, he throws people off, it makes people panic. It's very good, and it's something that you should definitely incorporate into your play style. Start to play more aggressive. Obviously not too aggressive. You want to balance it out. But it works out great on attack. As we saw in that Amaru clip, he was playing super aggressive. And it works out on defense as well. It works out on both sides. Especially if you're playing a fragging role. And he's on mute, which isn't the biggest fragging role, but clearly it doesn't matter. Alright, something I want to quickly go back to, though, because this is from a different tip. But remember this clip that we're looking at here? See how the C4 comes up? See how he shoots C4 out of the air? And it's not like it's looking all over the place, up and down like a crazy lunatic. This is because people like him, or people at top champions, they don't change their sensitivity a lot. If they do, they might change it from anywhere from 5 to 10, and it's maybe like once a season. And there's no issue with that, right? But it's something that I noticed that a lot of lower players do, is they change their sensitivity so much. They want to figure out what sensitivity works best for them. So you see a great Royal Penguin video, and you see, you know, me go use, like, Robbie's sense, or you see me go use Speedy's sense, and you're like, or you see my sense, and you're like, okay, I want to use that sensitivity. And then the next day, you're like, oh, I want to use this guy's sensitivity. It's like, if you do that, you will never gain the micro movements that you need. Like, bro, to be able to shoot on controller C4s out of air with such ease without flicking up all over the place is not easy. It's coming, you really need to have that micro adjustment. You need to have that confidence in your sensitivity and really be able to make those plays that you would not be able to make if you change your sensitivity all the time. Something that I want to see from people is to stop changing your sensitivity all the time. Like I said, there's no issue to change sensitivity here and there. There's no problem with that. But keep it in like the 5 to 10 at most range, and don't change sensitivity all the time. I would say more of like the 5 range. Anything plus 10 plus is just kind of like a little bit too high to be changing all the time. Obviously, if you want to switch it up and you want to go from a fast to a high, or from a slow to a high, there's no problem with that. It's going to take time, but like, don't change it all the time. You start to change it way too much, you're going to be very inconsistent. You're not going to be as smooth as, for example, Speedy is, as he's insanely smooth with sensitivity. It's actually insane. Now, the biggest factor that I want to talk about to wrap this up is going to be something that goes for quite literally, and by the way, last one goes for support or fragging role, and this goes for support or fragging role as well, okay? Now, this is something that is much harder for people, but if you can do this, you will succeed 10 times more. Okay, listen to this, right? Play in a 5 stack. Okay, listen to, you hear the comms of the attackers, of the defenders, of the support players, of the fraggers, no matter what it is, you hear the comms of the players. Some in more clips, some in other clips. Like, for example, in Cheese Pie's videos, those comms were insane. Like, for example, I don't know if Speedy has it to where he can clip, sound on here. I don't know if he does. But playing in a 5-stack is going to help you so much. I promise you that. Okay, that man got smoked. Alright, so I think it's because he's in game chat. If you look, Danny Kill is talking, but you can't hear it because it won't pick up the game chat. But obviously there's comms going on. Comms are so important, and they are the most important thing in this game. And obviously not everyone has a stack, and it does suck, I know. But I mean, listen, if you guys want to, comment down below, like, what rank you are, what platform you play on. I'm trying to find people in my comment section. But it is so important to play in a 5-stack, because giving comms is so important. Being able to tell someone where someone is, being able to just tell someone what push you're going to go for, or to get your refrag, or to push with you, or what to nade out, or what to drone out. All this stuff is so important, especially if you are versing other people who are not in a 5-stack. That's such a huge advantage, and it will help you so much. I promise you, you will actually go, you could be literally in gold, and if you play in a 5-stack, you could probably hit plat 1, maybe even diamond. Because communication is actually so important. That's why there's people like IGL, who aren't as good when it comes to gunfights, but they're actually so good when it comes to communicating and just focusing on, the team. And it's it works very well. So if you could play in a 5-stack, I promise you, you will succeed, like, so much. Yeah, a good 5-stack, obviously. You don't want to be a bums. But still, even if you're a bums, it will be good because you have communication. It's better than solo queuing. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully these tips do help. I feel like they're very important tips that if you can try and incorporate in your playstyle a lot, they'll take time, but they will help you a lot. So if you guys enjoyed this video, I will see y'all. I'm Penguin. Subscribe. Peace.